Yeah, I mean, I'm from, an hour away up the road in Jersey, so I already know kind of how it is. But I took out the trash the other day, and it was early in the morning, and my neighbor came running out of his house just to shake my hand and say good luck. He still had like a T-shirt on, like he was getting dressed or something. But everywhere in my neighborhood, there's businesses that have signs outside in their windows, good luck. And I was in New Orleans when we won the Super Bowl. That franchise had never won one, and I saw the response from the community and what that meant. And so seeing a fan base as passionate as the Eagles fan base is, and the city of Philadelphia not having that, not being able to have that celebration, I know what it means, and how close we are, and how excited the city is, and we love it because we feel it the same way as players.
In the past, you spoke to us about the notes you keep on opposing teams, opposing quarterbacks. On those notes, what are they like for the Patriots, for Tom Brady? Are they how detailed are they? How much of a resource are they this week?
I mean, they're pretty detailed. Not much of it I'm going to go into, but I mean, it's the obvious things that the Patriots do probably better than anybody is they create the matchups that they want. They get creative with their personnel, their formations, and they'll spread you out to take advantage of a wide receiver on a linebacker, a tight end on a backer that they don't like, or a corner receiver matchup. So for us, we feel good about that. We do a good job of matching personnel, regardless of who you put on the field. But Brady's one of those quarterbacks that you got to continuously be able to adjust. They'll go back at halftime and they'll make the proper adjustments. They'll do it mid-drive, mid-quarter. So you've always got to be on your P's and Q's, being able to adjust. So everything that my book might say going into the game, 3 drives in, you got to throw it out because they've already changed. So we got to have that flexibility on our defense.
Seems like you guys get better as
Can you compare the feeling you had in this locker room, the unity among your teammates, with what you felt going into the Super Bowl as a Saint?
It's hard to compare. I was a rookie, on that Saints team. That was a very, very close-knit unit. And to be honest, my head was swimming as a rookie getting ready to go into a Super Bowl against Peyton Manning and the Colts. But I know on that team, we understood that there were 2 things that we needed to do in that game in order to win. And that was take the ball. We needed to steal 2 possessions. That was our whole mindset. And so we saw the onside kick. We came out in the half with, and then Tracy Porter got a pick 6. And we got the 2 that we said we were going to get, and we ended up winning. I think right now we're in the process of figuring out what we need to do to win this game. We're obviously early in this preparation, but as far as the team being close-knit, man, I haven't been part of a closer group, to be honest. It's a special group. So many guys have come here, taken less money to come here, and guys who've gotten traded here or got here on negative situations, and everybody plays for each other. Nobody cares who makes the play. We just come to win and have fun doing it. And so, we're looking forward to keeping that formula the same.
Seems like you guys get better as the game goes along as a defense, having given up a point in the second half of the playoffs. Why is that?
We do a good job of adjusting. I mean, I think, every team is going to come out and they'll have their scripted, first 15 plays, stuff they've seen on film. And even last week we were a little unsettled, just uncharacteristic, missed a couple tackles. We got back to the sideline, calmed it down. Jim does a good job of calming us down, even with the play calls that he makes. Just gets us lined up and able to just play fast. And when we do get our bearings, we start getting negative plays on first and second down, put you on third and longer, and then all of a sudden we become that dominant defense that we know we can be on snap in and snap out. So it's really just about getting that traction, and once we get it, we make those adjustments. Guys are making plays.
It wasn't that long ago when you guys were on that road trip and the defense was stumbling a little bit, and now you guys are going up to 17 points in the playoffs. During that road trip, was there concern that you wouldn't be able to get it figured out?
No, it was just Todd Gurley and Russell Wilson. I mean, that's where we were. We played one of the best backs in the league, and obviously one of the best quarterbacks in the league that create problems on the road. And even in that Rams game, when we needed it, the last few drives of the game, we got the stops that we needed. We made some adjustments in that game. It took us a while to get to them, but we ended up making the adjustments that helped us seal that game. So, no, there's never been any concern about our defense and what direction we've been heading. We feel like we've dominated all year. Obviously, there's a few games here or there where teams got after us, but even in those games we competed. It got the stops we needed.
Do you feel like you guys are peaking now?
I think we're playing some of the best ball we've played. I think as the season's gone on, we've figured out what we do best. We figured out what individual guys do best and how to manipulate the defense to always put us in good spots. And we've had to learn those lessons as the season goes on. The more and more people try to attack us in different ways, we learn something new about the defense. And so now we feel like we're experts at our jobs individually, collectively. As a play caller, Jim, I think, has a really good understanding of how to put us in the best spots.
We caught glimpses of the team through social media, having fun, even during the work week. Who keeps you guys? Who keeps you loose with players?
Everybody. I mean, there's not one or two guys. Everybody is, by nature, just enjoys being around here, enjoys each other, has a good time, and nobody's asking them to change that. We understand that this season in the NFL is a grind, and we put a lot of work in here, a lot of hours. So when we get an opportunity to play or spend time with each other outside of this building, we're going to have fun. We're going to enjoy our time together, because the fact of the matter is, at the end of this season, this team will never be the same. No team in the NFL will be the same. And there's always turnovers, always new guys coming in and out. So in this finite moment that we have, we're going to enjoy it.
I think you feel like you have to take on more of a leadership role this season, and especially after Carson went out. I mean, did you find that kind of responsibility fell to you?
No, this has probably been my easiest season to lead since I've been in the Eagles uniform. There's been other seasons where I felt like, I needed to stand up in front of the team almost every week. But this year, we've got so many veteran guys and so many unselfish guys that it's been easy. All I've had to do is really go be myself. You've got guys like Chris Long, Torrey Smith, Alshon Jeffries, Nick Foles, Selleck, Kelsey. Nigel Bradham's been more of a leader this year. Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox leading the D-line. There's so many guys that contribute that it's been easy, and it's really been an honor for me for them to even call me a leader on this team, because you've got so many guys that could easily take that role.
Nigel, Jim Schwartz said yesterday he thinks it's probably underrated how important it's been his job taking over the headset during the game. What's your read on that?
Yeah, I've been on defenses where you lose your Mike linebacker and things can get crazy. They're not used to making calls, getting everybody lined up, communicating, and also doing their job. But he's doing that and playing multiple positions too. It's not like he just moved to the Mike linebacker and that's it. He's, the Mike and base, and all of a sudden we go to dime package, he's playing the will. We go to nickel, he's playing the will. And then sometimes I'll just switch with him just because, so he's having to learn all these different positions, take over that role of being a signal caller. But he's also our enforcer. Like he's the guy that we look for to get big hits, to fly around, talk some trash, and bring a little juice to the defense. A lot of times that's hard to juggle all of that. And I mean, he's really been kind of the unsung hero of our defense this year.
Matt, with the salary cap now, it's probably harder for teams to put a team together that has guys with the experience that this team has. How great an advantage do you think that was for you guys this season to have guys like you and Chris and Torrey and Alshon, guys who are in the big bring-in who've been in the league for a long time, compared to maybe another roster where overall the guys weren't quite as experienced as what you guys have?
I mean, I think the leadership and quality of guys we brought in this offseason is invaluable. Between, Patrick Robinson, who bet on himself this year and took a minimum deal just to come play for the Eagles, seeing that the locker room was a good locker room. Alshon, could have went anywhere and decided to come here. Torrey, Chris, LeGarrette, all of these guys are huge, contributors on this team. all of which are big names in this league and could have been anywhere. But they decided to come here, and it's been a huge part of how we've been able to take the foundation that we built last year and really outfit it to become, top team in this league.
As a team with so many new guys, kind of gets close so fast, and both on the field and off the field together.
I mean, it takes time and an investment. In the offseason, we had great participation, and guys were in the building. Guys spend time with each other outside of the building. I know Carson took all the guys out to wherever they were, in the woods somewhere. Then the defense, we spent a lot of time together, week in and week out. And it's just when you have quality guys that actually enjoy the game, that care about winning more than they care about themselves, and which is hard to do in this league. It becomes a unique situation, and what we have this year is definitely been a unique locker room. It's been a pleasure to be in.
Malcolm, the last time you guys played,
I'll take one.
the last time you played the Patriots, Gronk wasn't there.
Yep.
What's the challenge in covering?
I don't know. I haven't had the opportunity to cover him. Every time I've played the Patriots, he was either not on the roster or was hurt. So this is my first opportunity. Obviously looking forward to the matchup, but I mean, he's the top tight end in this league for a reason. He does a great job of creating contact and using his body to separate the defender from the ball, and then catches, contested throws, catches open. He's faster than most people think. And then obviously Brady puts it in a spot where, only he can get it. And he's a great player, man. So it's tough to get down. So I'm looking forward to the matchup, man. Whoever's got that, on any given snap has got their hands full.
The Chris and LeGarrett's experience here, can you use that? Can they help you?
No, I'm not sure how many times Chris or LeGarrette had to cover Gronk. I'm just messing with you.
Being Patriots haven't seen it inside, and is there anything they can give you that helps?
The Patriots do so many things well that you might have a tip here or there, or maybe a player, but they do a good job of adjusting that whatever you come with. They'll have an answer, they'll have an adjustment. They're well coached, well prepared. So I think that'll have a limited impact.